I'm stuck in a hotel room. It's absolutely storming outside. I'm in a pretty exotic location and wanted to watch some decent guitar videos. And I got caught up in what I'll refer to as the Tonewood rat hole. You guys probably know what a rat hole is. It's when a debate or an argument or a discussion basically goes down a rat hole. Okay? And watching videos with the autoplay feature on YouTube, it kept going to other videos about guitar Tonewood. People that are pro Tonewood, people that are anti Tonewood. And it's probably several hours of watching these videos. There may be 3 or 4 or 5, maybe even 6 guys making Tonewood videos. I don't know how many videos they've made, maybe 1,000. But the one thing that's evident from the get-go that I learned while watching the Tonewood videos is that the entire scene, or the top of the scene, the guys that are really commanding most of the attention, are suffering from some sort of severe mental illness. Whether it's egomania, manic depression, delusions of grandeur. I'm not a doctor or a psychologist or a psychiatrist, but you can easily watch these videos and tell the players, like I said, the 3, 4, 5, or 6 guys that are doing the Tonewood debates, they're sick. And the debates devolved into, of course, name calling, puffed up bravado, braggadocio, guys letting you know how tough they are or how smart they are, how many different degrees they have, how many martial arts disciplines they've mastered, how they could destroy you with their bare hands, destroy you with their mind. Not too much about the Tonewood, although there were some good presentations made. I left the whole experience like not really knowing what the hell's going on with Tonewood. Nor do I much care, okay? You can probably see over here, I got my guitar with me. I'm on a business trip. I'm stuck in a hotel. It's raining outside. And let me just grab this. This is a travel guitar of mine. It's painted. I have no idea what type of wood this is. I know this is supposed to be a rosewood fingerboard. This is a maple neck, supposed to be. I have no idea because I'm not a wood identification expert, okay? Never learned about it in school, didn't know anything about it. Maybe like in first or second grade, they showed you rudimentary descriptions of trees and had you say, oh, this is an elm, this is a coconut tree, this is something else. I have no knowledge of trees or types of wood. I bought the guitar, I liked how it looked, and that's it. Well, watching these Tonewood debates, or Tonewood sort of karate wood chopping exercises, like let me put up, there's another type of wood, right? Karate wood. Anyway, guy's going to put up 5 pieces of wood. He's going to chop right through it and demand respect, right? Stand there with his chest out. He's proud that he knows something about wood. Are you kidding me? Are you seriously kidding me with the wood knowledge? Okay? I'll say it again. I don't know anything about wood. I don't know anything about trees, and I don't care. Okay? I don't know what type of wood my guitar is made out of. I don't know where the tree grows. I don't know whether it's sea level, 14,000 feet from sea level. I don't know the percentage of moisture that's in the guitar or what that does to anything or what it all means. But none of these videos really went into that anyway. They devolved into name calling, posturing, puffing out their chests, pointing at the camera like a professional wrestler, declaring victory without having any sort of reason to Yeah, I'm drinking coffee. It's whatever, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's what we're doing on a rainy day when I can't go out on the boat. Okay, it sucks. Stuck here. I wish I could flip the computer around, show you what it's like outside. It's really nasty. Hotel's not bad. It's the Marina Hilton. There's a full marina here, some big boats, whatever. Nobody cares. I travel. I like to bring my stuff with me. I got the little Marshall whatever combo back here. I got the guitar that I can't identify what type of wood it is. So I don't know whether I have Tonewood or not, nor do I care. Getting back to the guys that are in this Tonewood rat hole. I don't understand the name calling. If you're trying to prove a point and you're using bigger words than you probably use in regular conversation and you're really digging deep into the back of your mind to try to make it look like you're an intellectual and make a sound, cogent argument that other people are going to sit back and say, oh, this guy really knows what he's talking about. Because you get bits and little bits of that. You know, some of these arguments and some of the different evidence that's put forward, you sit back and you think, wow, this guy's really smart. This guy really knows what he's talking about. But then it devolves into name calling, insulting, and I'm like, this thing should be a dunking booth where you pay $1, you get 3 baseballs, and you throw them and try to dunk the guy in the water while the guy sitting up there high and dry on the dunking booth on the bozo stand is just hurling insults and telling people he's great, everybody else is an idiot. Okay? And I don't really even use, inflammatory language like that to try to make a point. My point of this whole video is once you devolve into name calling and inflammatory rhetoric, insulting tone, self-congratulatory, things become a pissing contest. And nobody on the internet cares whether these 4 guys, and if you take a look at them, you'll know who I'm talking about. Like I said, there's 4 or 5 main guys that are dominating the guitar Tonewood debate. And they're just hurling insults and inflammatory rhetoric at each other. And it's not getting anybody anywhere. Like I said, some of these guys, a couple of them, seem above average intelligence. They seem to have some sort of knowledge or skill, probably hands-on training, where they've learned some sort of craft of guitar building, guitar repair, maintenance type thing. So they do have a skill set that the average person that buys a guitar and strums on it doesn't have, and some of that information's good. But those bits and pieces are too small. When you're talking a 20, 40, sometimes an hour-long video, you're getting little bitty pieces of informative guitar talk. And then 40 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 60 to 70% of the video is inflammatory, professional wrestling style. You don't know what you're talking about. You better listen to me. I'm the one that's right. He's wrong. They've got an agenda. This is propaganda. He doesn't know, insulting how people look, insulting how they talk and everything. And I'm asking myself as I'm sitting in the hotel room with kind of limited Wi-Fi because it's a big chain hotel, can I just learn a little something about the guitar and not have it turn into WWE stand-up interviews with these guys threatening each other, insulting each other, commenting on each other's looks, commenting on each other's background and how much they know versus what everybody else knows, and it's just a rat hole. It's not informative. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to listen to WWE style threats or insults when they're trying to learn about guitar stuff. Okay, I'm limited. I don't know a whole lot of stuff about the guitar. I'm barely able to tune the thing with a little $14.95 tuner. So I figure, hey, jump on YouTube, learn a little something about the guitar. Boom, 2 hours later, down the rat hole. down the rat hole, listening to insults, listening to inflammatory rhetoric about the other guy who doesn't believe what this guy believes, and vice versa, and back and forth until, like, I guess, like pickups or whatever. These noises actually canceling each other out. Because at the end, when I finally clicked away from YouTube, I was like, Tonewood, who cares? I don't even know what type of wood is in my guitar. And I'm not going to go through a lot of process to find out what it is, because that leads to another step. Like I said, okay, if my guitar body is made of maple, which may be stupid, don't know. Well, where was it? Where was the tree cut down? Was the tree at sea level? Was it above sea level, below sea level? Does that have any factor on it? Do any of these factors have anything to do with how my guitar sounds coming out of the amplifier? I have no idea. So I'm going to employ the rat hole posse. The guys that are hell-bent on letting you know how much better they are than the other guy, to just stick to the facts and the breaking down and deconstructing the guitar into usable information for guys like me that didn't go to luthier school, that didn't work at Guitar Center or another guitar repair manufacturing vintage guitar place that does, massive sort of customizing of guitars or restoring old vintage guitars. Because if you did that and you grew up and you're doing it since you were 14 and you've been sanding and buffing and stuff, you probably have a wealth of knowledge that's valuable and other guitar players can learn from. But then it goes right down the rat hole again. And here we are, insulting WWE style inflammatory rhetoric and name calling, and the rest of it. And it's just, I don't have time for it. I'm trying to learn how to play the guitar to the best of my limited ability. I took it up late in life. So it's not like I have the wherewithal or the time to sit in my bedroom and play for 9 hours like a 13-year-old can do. I've got bits and pieces of free time. I travel. I have a lot of gear, a lot of camera gear and stuff that travels with me. 2 extra cases for the amp, the cables, maybe a pedal, and the guitar, and headphones, and I can strum along late at night in the hotel room without bothering anybody. And if I wanted to watch WWE, I'd put that on the television. I don't even think that today's wrestlers even do the trash talking as good as the golden era of wrestling that I grew up in, where you had guys like, Dusty Rhodes and Roddy Piper and Don Morocco and stuff that were really good trash talkers. I guess The Rock is pretty good at it, and he's got a commanding presence on camera and everything. He's the #1 box office draw in the world now in the movies. So he's kind of perfected that thing. None of the rat hole, the Tonewood rat hole guys have perfected trash talking to the point where they're like The Rock or like Roddy Piper. I know 1 or 2 of the guys do very limited wrestling impersonations. They had some sort of entertaining element to them. I thought they were funny. They kept them short, so it didn't really cut into the video too much. But you're talking 1 to 2 minutes of informative guitar talk, 18 to 21 minutes of inflammatory rhetoric and name calling, puffing out the chest, bragging, talking about how tough they are, putting down other people that don't agree with them. And really, none of those things bolster your argument. Because when you do make a good point, something I'm like, wow, I learned something there. That was pretty good. I didn't know that about pickups or pickup height or string tension or any of these other things. The very next sentence usually retorts to, and anybody that doesn't believe me is an idiot. Then I'm like, well, this guy has another objective here other than helping people with their guitar knowledge. It's about making himself the authority, which is cool. That's what YouTube is, man. Be a YouTube star. But to put down, to make, 80% of your videos be about guys that are, it's a cult. The Tonewood rathole thing has become a cult. And I see they have different sides, and this guy supports one guy, and this guy supports another, and then this person doesn't agree with either of them and is pulling a third party into it, kind of like the kid did from The Shining, But at the end of the videos, at the end of watching a couple hours worth of Tonewood videos, I'm back at square one. Back at square one. I'm not pro-Tonewood. I'm not anti-Tonewood. I have no idea what the wood's doing to affect my guitar. I don't have any knowledge nor the wherewithal to hunt it down, to call up the manufacturer, whatever, strip the paint off, and drill into a core sample, pull it out. Because even if somebody told me, hey man, your guitar is the X type of wood, I still wouldn't really know for a fact unless I brought the guitar to somebody that was board certified in doing this type of thing. Probably a museum or archaeologist at a university or something, where they could actually take a sample of the guitar, put it through scientific tests just to analyze what type of wood it is. Not to mention, not even getting to the point of whether or not the guitar wood actually affects the tone. We're not even close to that yet, because I don't even know what type of wood the guitar is. Maybe some of you guys can help me out here. Let me grab it again. It's painted, as you can see, it's painted all over. It's a little dusty. It's been quite a hectic week. I wouldn't even know where to start stripping the paint off of it. It doesn't have any dings or anything. If I dinged it up, which I see is also a popular thing, and there's guys are making like brand new guitars look like they're 30 and 40 years old. I don't really know. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't have the skills to do it. I'd probably just destroy the top of this guitar. But without taking any of the components off, I have no idea of finding out what type of wood this is. So if you guys could help me out, identify what type of wood this is, then maybe I can move forward in the Tonewood debate, or the Tonewood thing, and come up with a hypothesis of my own on whether or not I care whether Tonewood affects guitar tone or it doesn't affect guitar tone. And let me tell you this, okay? Whether I believe in guitar tone or I don't believe in guitar Tonewood effects is irrelevant to the other 7 billion people on this planet. And if you think standing up, puffing your chest out, beating on it, pointing at the camera, doing WWE style braggadocio is going to make me believe in your argument anymore, you couldn't be further from the truth. Just give me the scientific words, and use science words too. More of them, okay? Less insults, more science words. Then hopefully we can come to a conclusion here on whether or not Tonewood is even worth debating. Because right now it's a rat hole. Okay, and if you don't know what a rat hole is, Google that. They come up in every subject, every sort of debate, any type of argument between non-academic people usually delves into a rat hole, where we're no longer discussing what the main topic was, but we're off in a tangent and arguing over who's a propagandist, who's mentally ill, who's a drunk, who thinks he knows more than everybody else but really doesn't because he's just an apprentice, who's a master craftsman compared to the other people that are bedroom enthusiasts. None of that is any value to this argument. So I'm going to go out to dinner, okay? When I come back, I'm going to look at some more guitar tone videos, figure out how to put the settings on my amp and on my guitar, and figure out how to get a decent tone out of this thing, because I can't change the wood. At least not tonight. All I have is a little amp. It's got, 3 dials for bass, medium, and treble. It's got a gain control, and it's got 2 buttons that I don't know what they do. One makes it sound a little deeper, and I think one takes the middle frequencies away on top of turning the middle EQ dial down. I think then you push in the little button and it takes even more of the middle frequencies away, and I have no idea what that means either. So if any of you guys could help me out, help me get a decent tone with this guitar, take a guess on what type of wood it is, and then help me with my amp settings and what I should be doing to get a decent tone out of it, it'd be much appreciated. Just please refrain from name calling, insulting tone, and that type of thing. Thanks for watching my Tonewood rathole video, and good luck.
Ouch! Yeah, let's go.